Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, tonight we have Laura in the kitchen, so she's just down there getting ready, and we have Simon on cameras. Hi Simon.
Hello.
Hi Laura.
Hi.
So I'm sure it's going to be a great night. We always love having Laura in the kitchen. You never know what's going to happen. She's like mother like daughter. There you go. We're going to go with it on the night and see how it goes. So I don't know whether any of you saw our little video before, but we popped up on this page. A little bit of a mistake, but we don't know what's happened. Simon and I could squabble all night about it. So anyhow, we popped up on our page about 20 minutes ago. We should have been doing a little live intro. In fact, no, 40 minutes ago. Should have been doing a little live intro on Cake Flicks, and somehow we appeared on this page. And then rather than Simon allow me to continue, he just went dink, disconnected. So if you can't find that stream, I've deleted it as well because there was just no point. And then, if you want to have more a laugh, go over to Cake Flicks and see what happened there. I'm not even going to bother to tell you.
We've just discussed what went wrong.
Yes, you can hear us chatting, discussing what went wrong, why we ended up here. Anyhow, just to let you know, up next, what's happening this week is we've got tomorrow, Doe Griffin is in the classroom tomorrow. So if you're on Doe Griffin's class, don't forget, 10 o'clock start. She'll be here nice and prompt tomorrow, and it's a great day. If any of you have not signed up for Doe Griffin's class, sign up. It's 20 quid. And all the other ladies who are watching today will tell you every class that Doe does is fantastic. And she shows you that whatever you see on the pictures that the artists do, it's only what we can fit on, but they always throw in so much more. It's like the fairy cake, you know, there's so much more that goes into it, and it's this detail that you want to learn. It's amazing. You should join the classes if you've not done so already. And then on Saturday, Paul and David from Cake Flicks have asked me, would I like to do a session on their lives on Saturday? So they're back streaming every Saturday. They're bringing a full audience, and I've chosen the 4 o'clock. So hopefully you'd like to come and join and watch me then. No idea what I'm making, as per usual, always organised and prepared. So it's going to be a surprise, isn't it? Because it's a surprise to me as well. So let me know if you're going to join me. I'm on comments tonight. I don't know if we're streaming to YouTube.
We are at the moment.
Right, we have got some internet problems. I've spoken to our provider, and there's nothing they can do until the lockdown's done. So apparently they're not allowed to go into anybody's houses. It's got to be an absolute emergency. So if we start freezing, we will disconnect from YouTube. But what we will do is I'm going to get Simon to download the stream and upload it to YouTube. Yeah, to YouTube. So download from Facebook, upload to YouTube, and we'll do the same with this if we have to lose YouTube tonight. So don't worry, you'll get it. All right then. So let me tell you about some new things in the kitchens, and then I can get Laura get started. So new little treat boxes in the kitchen. We do the tray bake box. So this one, I think this one is 6.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So great little treat box there. So that's in stock. It's actually been in stock for some time. I just forgot to put it on the website till today. So, sorry.
Yeah, I photographed that a while ago.
I know, he's going to moan. So, it's actually been in stock a very long time. I just forgot to take pictures of it.
Photographed that before lockdown.
Yeah, don't be give over. Two little truffle sets. So I want to try and get you interested in making chocolate and truffles. So these are like little kits, these are. You can't go wrong with these. But, you know, once you get into it, then you're going to want to make your own. And if you want to make your own, you'll want to then join Ollie's classes. Talking of Ollie, Ollie is going to be back doing a class on the... let me think what date it is, 8th of March, okay, and he is going to do a full introduction to chocolate. Now what he's done before is he's done classes where it's been the shoe, it's been the handbag, it's been baubles, but you know what, we want to know about chocolate. We want to troubleshoot, we want to know what to do with white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. So he's going to do all that. He's going to show you how to temper properly without a thermometer. If you're using a thermometer, you're not a chocolatier. A chocolatier knows what they're doing. They can do it properly. And he's going to teach you that. And also he's going to show you how to make some shards, some curls, some ribbons, play with some molds, and basically it's going to be a great class. It's on the website, it's available, it's £30. Book on now. Even if you've done the other classes, you know what, Ollie is great fun in the kitchen, so that class is available as well. Put quite a few other classes on. Claire Corbett, an introduction to royal icing, biscuits. So she's doing cookies and biscuits, royal icing. She's also got another class, her couture cupcakes, because you all love the vintage wedding cake. So now she's doing couture cakes, and those, she's done that class because it's down to your request. Now one of those classes is coming up pretty quick, the 24th of February. So if you want to get on that, get on that. Rachel Hannah is back in with her class a week on Monday as well, her introduction to wedding cakes. So there's a lot going on here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. So get your classes booked, get on them, they're great fun. So like I say, I got those because I thought, you know what, if you've never done any chocolate, give these little packs, are $2.99 a go, okay? I think they make, how many did they make? They make about 11 truffles. Oh, get you. So,
I photographed them.
I can't find the photographs, I was looking for them before. So they make 11 truffles, and once you've tasted these, you're going to love them. You're going to think, you know what, I want to make my own. So that's that. A couple of new dusting brushes. These are on the website. So this one we've had before, so this is great. So you know when Rachel was in last week and she was showing you how to luster and you need a good brush? Well, these ones are in. I've got these in. These are in pink and in black, so they're lovely. You know what, they're just nice to stroke. Karen's just like that, stroking them. I've got one more to put on the website, which I've not put on the website yet. And, oh, there he is. He's lost me. Look, he even comes in his own little fancy cakes. So I'm going to pop this on later on. And it's lovely and firm. If you can just see the overhead. So Simon's not taken a picture of this one yet, but this is lovely. It's perfect for all your lustering. So you save these. Okay, you don't muck about with these. These are your besties. Okay. Then I need Michelle Ward, and it's Richard Michelle Ward. So we found the money box. So message me after and it's yours. I am waiting for these to come back into stock. Apparently they've tried to do, I don't know what's happened. They're in the country, they've tried to deliver, nobody can locate the parcel. So, and then I've spoken to the supplier, and the supplier says they haven't tried to deliver, so they're floating around somewhere in the UK. But Michelle Ward, that is Richard Michelle Ward, she understands what that means. I've got this, if you want it, let me know, private message me afterwards and I'll put it in. It's never been used, and anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's the money box that you slip inside a cake. And I'll just see if I can open it. Do you not know what it was?
Well, I do now, you've said it, but I was looking at it thinking, I hope other people know what it is.
And you get a big roll of money things in there, so you can put your money in your envelopes. Yeah. And then what you do is you put your money in, and then you tape it, and then you stick them all together. You just roll them all up once you've got them rolled, how much money's in. Just roll them up, pull them up through there, and then you slip this inside your cake, put your buttercream, bit of sponge back over it, just have it pulled out, and then you attach it to your little cake topper. So you put your cake topper in, you have to do a bit of sellotaping with all that, and then you just pull it, and they have a great time. Pardon?
You take money out of it. You don't
Well,
put it in it.
you put money in these, in the bags, and they pull it outside, and all the kids, they love it. And it's great if you do it with fivers. If you're rich, you might do it with tenors. If you're really rich, you might do it with 50 quids or £20 notes, but none of us have those these days, so it's fivers in our house. If you can get away with it, 50p's.
Could you get a pound in each one?
So there you go. So Michelle, if you want that, that's yours. And when they're back in stock, I'll let you know. But they are great fun. So I know lots of you are doing the royal icing. So I brought these into stock. These are a full set of 12 nozzles. They're on the website. Tells you what's on there. Perfect for your royal icing course. So I know a lot of you are doing them with Tracy Mann, and a lot of you will be joining Claire Corbett, doing them with her. So these are the PME, this the super tubes, so they're fantastic. PME own two companies. They own PME and they own Gem. So the companies combined, but these ones are their lovely shiny quality ones. So not that there's anything wrong with the Gem ones, but they just put an extra shine on these. So and they're very long as well, so they're perfect. So they're in stock as well. And what else do I need to tell you before I get out of the way? So a lot of you are in my Cupcake Bouquet group. These are actually on the main website. In the Cupcake Bouquet group, you can buy one starter bundle per member. But then lots of you ladies have asked me, will I do a tissue and cellophane bundle? Because, you know, you're not making them for trade or anything like that. It's just gifts, and you don't want to be buying rolls and rolls of cellophane or tissue. So what we've done here, we put together 16 pieces of tissue, 5 cellophane, and Karen, God bless her, she has walked this kitchen. She will tell you, she has put them them all together. She's cut all the cellophane. Now the first 30 sets that went out, you did get 2 lots of 2 the same, and a 5th one was different. But the next lot now, you get 5 different colour sheets in as well. So they're on the website. You can buy as many of them as you want. They're not limited, so you can buy as many of them as you want. And then what else do I need to tell you? I think that's it. Oh, truffle box. Now I bought this little truffle box, but it is expensive. So I didn't realise, so the company I bought it off, I bought it and it came just like this. And I went, hey, where's the insert? And they said, oh, you have to buy the insert separate. So they are expensive, but they are really lovely. They are in stock. They're on the website. I put them on tonight. Should have put them on 2 weeks ago, so sorry. So just completely forgot about it. Simon hasn't photographed this one yet because I haven't given it to him. So it is on the website. So if there's anything you want to do, a little extra treat, they are gold. Look. So you get the base of the lid and the insert. But apparently they do sell them so people don't want the inserts, but I'm sure you do. So they're there. They're available as well. But they're not cheap. But I shouldn't really put you off them, but they're not cheap. But there you go. I just need to tell you that. So I'm just going to move all this lot out of the way. Give Laura space for what she's doing. What are you making tonight, Laura?
I'm making some whoopie pies and cookie lollipops.
Right, great.
Pinwheel ones.
Great. And Laura's going to be using this new cookie set. So can you see this? This is from Wilton. So this is a set of 4 hearts, okay? So you get the scalloped hearts, you get 2 scalloped hearts, you get 2 red hearts and 2 scalloped hearts. I'm not sure what's going on here, why this bit's square. So I've had a look at this.
You can stand it.
So
if you wanted to make like a stand up.
Oh, is it? Right, okay. So if you want to make a stand-up art, there you go. I've had a look at all the sets and they're all like that. And I'm thinking, why is that like that? But anyhow, so I don't know, but there must be a reason. And yeah, maybe you do want to stand up with cookies, I don't know, or your chocolate, whatever you want to do. But there you go, it's there for you. So I am going to get out of the way. Let me just move this lot down here. Let's go past you, Laura. I'm going to get on comments. And just to let you know, don't forget, Saturday, 4 o'clock, not this cage, cake flips, yeah?
Okay, so hello everybody, I'm Laura, and tonight I am going to be making some Valentines Whoopee pies and some cookie pinwheel lollipops, which I've got here. If Simon wants to have a quick look.
You don't remember phone is here so I can read comments.
No, not seen it. We'll
Right,
find it.
I'll go and find it.
So whoopie pies are in between a biscuit and a cake. So if you think Jaffa cake, the base of it, it's that sort of texture. And then we've got a buttercream filling in the centre there. So we're going to be making those, and I've done some heart shapes. I've used the chocolate cherry cocoa powder in these ones, but you can use the chocolate orange as well if you wanted to, and just change the buttercream flavour to match that one. The recipe is on the website, which is the only one that I have put on so far, but the other recipe will be on by tomorrow as well. So just before we get started, so we'll just say hello to Simon. I don't know whether we said hello, I think we did, but hello Simon, hello everybody.
Good evening, Laura.
Good evening. Hello everybody who's watching live with us. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you enjoy what I make tonight. I'm going to start with the cookie lollipops, only because there is a process that you have to have it in the freezer, and I've got one out ready to slice to show you the next stage. So I'm going to start with that. Mum's just gone to get her phone.
What's up?
Just saying, you can't really say who's there, who's with us, I don't know.
Yes.
Sorry.
Don't know how many people are watching
I
or
believe I forgot my
anybody's
15
there.
minutes of comments to look through.
Crack on. I'll
So,
let you know in a minute.
so as I said, I'm going to start with these cookie lollipops. A pinwheel design, so it's one cookie dough recipe, but I've just split it into 3 colours to make it a bit different, and we've just put them on some straws just so it's nicer for the kids to eat or yourself. But they are a soft baked cookie, which is really nice, so I hope you like them. I'm just going to move them out of the way and start getting our ingredients out. So this recipe's not on the website, so I've just wrote it on my little book here if you see me messing about with that. And I just need to grab bowl, just here. So in a minute when Mum's logged on, we'll say hello to a few people, but just bear with me for now. We'll just get the recipe started. So units, grams. Okay, so I've preset the oven already to 180. You would need to freeze the cookies once you've made them.
Sorry.
You'd have to freeze the cookies before you'd bake them, so you wouldn't need to have the oven on before you started the recipe. You need to have a bit of time of chilling, and then you would do it. Put the oven on when you're ready. I'm waffling.
No worries. Right, well, we've got a great audience watching us tonight. Thanks very much. I just meant to tell you as well, Karen Davies launched her new mould this morning. So she phoned me in a mad panic saying, I forgot to tell you, Carol. In fact, yesterday. So I put it on this morning. So it's on the website. You are able to buy it. And Karen is looking at coming over, doing a live one day next week for us. So I'll update you on that. So it's the Nordic Gnome, which I thought was a bit weird really, because you would need it at Christmas Nordic gnomes, but she's got ideas for gnomes for Easter and garden themes and stuff like that. So it looks a fantastic thing, and I know Karen should be very good. She'll be showing you all sorts of things about it. And Tracy Scriven says, Laura, your hair looks darker. We've just been having this Laura and I have just been having this conversation. She said, Mum, does my hair look lighter? I went, no.
I've just dyed it today. I'm trying to get it lighter. So
You can't dye it lighter.
You can. It says on the box you can.
You've got to strip
you
it.
can dye it lighter, but I've got no chance of seeing a hairdresser anytime soon. So I'm trying. It does in without being an ear. It does look a bit lighter on top. Mum said so. I've tied it up so it looks darker anyway. Anyway.
She says sorry.
It's lighter.
So sorry for bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, so let's get started with this cookie recipe. So we need 150 grams of caster sugar.
Are you using a cat? Or
A cat,
pig?
yeah.
Or-
A cat. I love my little cat. Measure it.
Everybody will want one now.
We've seen it before, and me tubs. I just find it so much easier just to bring my tubs of everything with me, just because.
Saves me a
I've
little
got
hassle.
I've got him. I don't know whether Mum's got the things here. She probably has, but I just know then that I've not got a nip to the shop in a mad dash.
So a few people are asking, how did you get on after your flood?
So yeah, I went home. We haven't flooded anymore. We bought extra sandbags in case we were going to flood again, and they've been out now for about 12 days. So fingers crossed we don't flood again. The heating broke. We've had that repaired. But yeah, everything's returned. Everything's drying out.
Your floor's not lifted.
My tiles have lifted in the garage.
Yeah.
And the underfloor heating that we have downstairs broke, so we've been sitting upstairs.
You've been sitting upstairs, have you?
Well, I never normally watch TV in bed, so it's been quite nice that I've been able to do that. So yeah, so everything's back to normal now, but thank you. We are home and we're warm again.
That's the main thing.
Okay, so 150 grams of caster sugar and then 100 grams of icing sugar. So I'm using the velvet vanilla in this recipe, but you could use any flavour that you wanted to in this one.
They're just saying it'll go lighter as you watch it, but speak to Simon, he knows how about stripping colours. Don't frigging bother dyeing your hair. As we've still, this mingy beard is even more mingier than it has been in the last 3 weeks. What are you
Just
doing?
blonde.
You just blonde.
It's like,
It's not even green or lime green anymore.
I don't know what kind of shade that is.
He went
anymore.
ginger for a while because he dyed it the wrong colour.
It's straw.
I would say that is true, Simon.
In both texture and colour.
I would say that was definitely true as well.
I'll get there with my hair. I just need a bit of sun. That's what I need. That's what's going to be my main lightener up, isn't it?
Told you I'm going red next week. It's fine.
You're going red, as long as you get for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You can have a week of it.
So Elaine Lawson has finally found us. She said there was no notifications. Did we send out a notification tonight, Simon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have done.
I didn't see a notification.
Should have done, maybe.
Well, I pressed the buttons to do it. Yes, no,
Okay.
because it came up with the thing. Yes.
So 200 grams
Did it?
of unsalted softened butter. Where's my pink card gone now? There it is. That's going in there. So we just need to get this nice and creamy. Okay, so we've got our bowl of sugar there. Sorry, Simon, a bit noisy.
First in the last one.
I know.
Hey?
I'm just going to use that
I
bowl.
need to start telling everyone when they come in, pre-whip their butter.
I know. I do always think though, how much should I do before I start? Okay, so in a separate bowl, you need to get your flour. I should just bring my own scales as well because I can't get this. There we go, grams. Okay, so 410 grams of plain flour.
Quite a few people are saying they didn't get a notification to say we were live. They're all saying they didn't get one. And Maureen says the only reason she knew is because she got a share. Somebody shared it to her. They're all popping up now saying they didn't get it.
Oh, Simon.
I got it.
See, we can all dob him
got
in. If you go over to K-Flix after and watch my little preview, you can hear me and Simon having a little argument while the countdown is on. Oh, Annette Lawson got one. But Louisa didn't, Helen didn't. I think
That's Facebook.
you might have got a notification because I got one to the live that shouldn't have been on the page, that should have been on Cakeflix. I got that notification. Right. This is what happens, when you get your camera people. See, when they only have to use 2 fingers all the time, and then suddenly they might have to use a third one, it all becomes all over the place.
It's a lot.
Complicated.
Eh?
It's a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like multitasking that.
I know.
Okay, so scrape that down. So into there we're going to add our icing sugar and sugar mix. And then I'm going to chop it in so I don't make a cloud. Hopefully not, anyway. Trying to learn. So just while I'm doing this, did anybody make the whipping it up marshmallows?
Yeah, quite a few people I saw made
I
them.
did see a few. I kept some of the marshmallows behind, and I've had one today, and it tastes just as nice
Was
as
it?
when
Yeah.
I made it. So with 2 weeks, I'm going to keep them a bit longer just to see.
I'm amazed you managed to keep them that
well,
long.
I've hid them in the back of the cupboard.
Mine didn't last more than a day. We just scoffed them all.
Did they?
Yeah.
So
And I scoffed the rest.
and you scoffed the rest. Lisa Marie Brew says, can she take the cocoa powder out of the whoopie pies? I think you can. You don't have to have chocolate ones, do you?
No, you don't. You don't have to have chocolate ones.
But would they still be whoopee?
We're not going to have as much whoop.
The whoopoo.
You just replace the cocoa powder with flour.
If you look on the screen.
Got a big blob of what?
Sorry to point out my bad nails again then, Simon.
No, it's that there, yeah.
Got an escapee bit of butter.
Yeah, there we go.
Where is he saying you look so much like Mummy?
No,
We always laugh because we look at Laura's husband Ryan, and he must sit there and think, oh my God, I've got her now and I'm going to end up with her. Hopefully not. Laura will look after her weight better than I am.
Well, Mum sent me home with how much chocolate was in that bag last week.
I sent you home with a nice big bag of chocolate. Yeah.
Sent me home with a nice big bag of chocolate last week, and I had it all in 3 days. And we're not talking like a normal bag, are
Must
we?
be about 3 kilos.
Well, there's another big bag there to go. Oh, put it in the car
I
already.
started to put it in my car, eating it on the way home.
Otherwise, we'll be eating it.
I actually didn't think I was going to eat so much, but I just couldn't stop. It was so nice.
And what it was, Karen was doing the chocolate transfers. Have you seen the chocolate transfers on our website? So I didn't, when I was getting them off the suppliers, their images were all over the place. So I said to Karen, we'll make our own. So she was on like speed, Karen, making, using all the chocolate transfers, and it's all the cut-offs. Well, you can't remelt them once they've got the transfers on. So I
got them.
Pardon?
Well, they were for the kids.
Yeah, so they were for the kids, and I also sent a big bag home to Wesley, and Wesley said exactly the same as Laura.
Did he eat them?
Yeah.
We were both like, no, don't give us those bag of chocolates. We'll eat them. The kids won't eat them all. They had the white chocolate, and I ate all the dark chocolate. But then we were fighting over the white chocolate because that was good as well. And then my husband was like, just bin that bag of chocolate. What, you've always got it in your hand. I was like, I know. It'll be gone tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay, so into the creamed butter and sugar, we're just putting in 1 large beaten egg.
If you want Karen to do a live on transfers, she can. I can get her to do a live on Monday on transfers. So if you'd like her to do that, let me know, and I'll get her to do that for you on Monday morning. So while Laura's mixing this up, let me tell you what's going on next week then. So I'm on Saturday, so we've got Joe Griffin in tomorrow, so don't forget if you're on that class 10 o'clock. I'm on Cake Flicks on Saturday at 4 PM, come and join me. I don't know what I'm making, but I've got 2 new ideas and I think you'll enjoy. Whatever one I don't do, I will do on buttercream. No, I'll do one day next week. So I've got Ollie the Chock in on Monday, but I might be swapping him for Karen Davies and asking Ollie to do Thursday. Karen's just sorting out whether she's doing Monday or Thursday for us. And who else have we got in next week? Karen Griffiths is in on Monday morning, so I can get her to do the chocolate transfer sheets if you want to do that. We've got buttercream flowers Tuesday afternoon, Tracy Mann Tuesday night, nothing on Wednesday, Tracy Mann Thursday, baking with the grandkids Thursday afternoon, me Thursday night, or Karen Davies or Ollie the Chock, depending how it goes. And Friday, Karen. We don't have a class next week.
No
classes next week. Right, okay. Which is the free from. Yeah.
Okay, so into this mix we're going to add in the flour that I weighed out before. So it's 410 grams of plain flour going into there.
Well, it looks like Karen Griffiths is doing chocolate transfers on Monday.
Why, she just confirmed it, or is...
No, that's what they're asking for.
Oh, right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, do it, Karen.
I'll get Karen to do chocolate transfers on Monday. She'll be glad of that because she's always thinking of what should she do each week. It's like when I speak to Laura, what are you doing?
Oh, Lord. What are you doing there, Laura?
This is what happens at home.
This is why you should chop in, Laura. This is why I have a method. Do what Mummy says.
I thought you'd just done the chopping in.
I did do the chopping the first time, and the chopping for the second time didn't happen. This is how I bake at home. Do exactly the same here. I make mistakes.
Yes, and she'll do fluff on Monday. She said she was going to be doing fluff. So chocolate transfers, chocolate moulds and fluff. There you go. And I think she might be watching.
Busy day for Karen then.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do a phone Laura, say what you're doing. She's just like, Mum, I'm not sure yet.
I was just saying to Simon before, I do a lot of baking. I bake every week, but I tend to do the same things. And then there's things that I have a go of every now and again, but I'm constantly trying out new recipes. So some go right and some go wrong. So it's just a case of what goes right is what comes on the live. But I never give up. I do try again.
Right, I'm not going to read comments for a minute because I put the ruby bags of chocolate in stock and I put it the same price as the 1 kilos. So I've just got to disappear over there and adjust the price, yeah? And can you watch the live on Saturday later? Of course you can. It will be on the Cake Flicks page and it's there forever.
Okay.
So the chocolate transfers will be 11:30 with Karen. Right, I'm just going to nip off, so sorry if I don't speak for a minute. But a few of you want the ruby. Did you soften that one, Laura?
Yeah.
Don't push it. Don't put all your weight.
Flour in.
Don't push all your weight down on that machine.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's got the rubber bits on it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I would put some more water in.
I'm just going to add in 2 teaspoons of water.
the mixers bouncing across the worktop.
Yeah.
And we get further away from the camera.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just put in another couple just to bring it in. We'll just put another 2 just to bring it together. Okay, so you just want to mix it until it's all starting to come away from the sides. I am a messy baker. Okay. So I'm going to colour the dough into, I'm going to separate it into 3 separate parts, and then I'm going to colour 2 and leave 1 the same as it was.
Right, the ruby chocolate is now on the website at the correct price. So with 3 sizes for ruby, 500 grams, 1 kilo, and the 2.5s. You'll see that all the Calabo chocolate I've actually broken down into 500 gram bags. They don't sell them in 500 gram bags. We put them into our production, and that's down to a request of, and to be fair, it was Tracy Scrivens who asked me would I get the coloured chocolate in, the flavoured chocolate in. But I know a lot of you won't want to be paying £30 odd a bag, so I thought it was best to break it down. Then that way you can have a try. If you all start to like it and want it in bigger bags, then the next size up would be 2.5 kilos, unless I go down the 1 kilo route.
How much are the 500s, Carol?
The 500s are £7.99. So if you buy the Deco melts and the PME melts, they're $3.49 for 250 grams, and they're not chocolate. Where here you're actually buying Calabo chocolate. So and it tastes amazing. It's absolutely delicious. We had Ruby and Jasmine in today, and they liked them all apart from the caramel. I didn't give them Jack Cappuccino because I know they don't drink coffee yet. Yeah. I didn't think that would go down too well, that one. But they really loved all the other flavours.
Okay, so I've just separated the dough into 3 portions, and I've just weighed them out on my scales just to roughly get a similar amount in each pile. So I'm just going to leave one exactly as it is and wrap that in cling film. So I'm going to show you what you do, but then at the same time they're not going to be in the fridge as long as what they need to be. So wrap that one, put that in the fridge. And then we're going to colour these other 2 ones. So I'm just using the Colour Splash Raspberry for my dark colour.
Yeah, so Nikki says there she dislikes Deco melts. The thing with the Deco melts and the candy melts, they taste nice with cake and stuff like that because you're actually disguising it. But the Calabo chocolate, that's your real nice stuff, that.
This is where it gets messy again.
So what have you done there? I've just
So
missed that.
So I've separated it into 3 portions, the mitts.
Yeah.
And I'm just colouring 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then they're all going to end up in the fridge. But I'm trying not, I would do this straight on my worktop, but I'm not going to do that on your pink board.
Yeah. And Jackie, did the girls get in the car easier? No, they stayed at the house for several hours and decided they didn't want to go home. So we had a little bit of a performance trying to take them home.
Well, would you want to go home?
Eh?
After when Harrison was here the other week, he was like, am I going every week to Grandma's? I was like, no. So we're only going because we're flooded this week. So.
Well, they were running riot round the house. They were going mad. And they'd been upstairs, downstairs, jumped on every single bed, bounced off everything. Then they got...
Did they have too much chocolate?
Possibly. Then they got in the car and they had a right row because Jasmine turned on the interior light and Ruby kicked off because she couldn't reach hers. And John couldn't help her because he was driving. So she went basically mad. And then when they got to Wesley's house, she wouldn't get out the car because she wanted to watch the light. John turned it on for her.
She wanted to watch the light?
She wanted to light and she wanted to watch the sun. I hadn't seen any sun today, but there you go. That was her reasoning. Strawberry chocolate's in stock. I put all the flavoured chocolate in stock tonight. Don't tell me it's out of stock. It can't be out of stock.
Okay, I'm going to leave that there 'cause it's going to take me too long to do all this. So wrap that one. Put that one in the fridge. I'm just going to wash my hands as well.
So for the kids next week, yes, so I did ask for ideas. So for the kids, so Karen Brina said for the kids next week, they could make cornflake tarts. Yes, we could actually.
Oh, with the jam and
Yeah.
the pastry.
Yeah. No, you make it with cornflakes, don't you? I've actually never made cornflake tarts, actually.
The pastry at the bottom and then jam and then cornflakes.
Oh, is it? Is that what they are?
That's what we used to have at school.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, girls.
That's
Right.
not an easy one, is it?
Harrison loves making scones.
Scones, yeah.
Yeah, loves making scones. I think because it's just like an element of getting messy.
Actually,
And
scones is a good one, isn't
playing with the dough.
it? Yeah.
So I'm just using the pale pink for this one.
Mandy Harvey. She's now wearing her border collie like a scarf. She's just jumped up and wrapped herself around her neck. Oh, we're not doing meringue snowmen. I'll leave them to Laura.
I did try and attempt them with Harrison, but he's a little bit young yet. I think it's different. Like I have things that I do with Holly that I can't do with Harrison, so we have to get some things to a stage where he can get involved.
Chocolate lollipops and sprinkles, Carol. What do you think I am? Do you think I can make chocolate lollipops? I think I'd rather do that on my own because I can't. Did you see the girls colouring the Rice Krispie treats today with the piping bag? I just can't see them. It was just really wanted it all in one place.
I think we need a break, maybe.
Oh, Rocky Road. Yes, Rocky Road. Cheese straws. Oh, I've not had cheese straws for a long time.
Yeah.
Good idea. I'll have to write all these down.
I don't think what else I'll make with Harrison at home.
I can't make stained glass window biscuits with the children. Don't want to be melting any chocolate, any glacier.
Yeah.
No isomalt.
No, we don't want to be melting isomalt or boiled sweets down. Lisa says, Laura, how sweet would you say this biscuit is?
It's not overly sweet at all. I know.
Give us one. I'll try one for them.
Well, I'll give you.
Oh, jam tarts with different jams. That's good because Karen could show you how to make the jams. You're going to break one for him?
Break one in. So it's like, like that?
Yeah.
It's like a very soft, crispy
Oh,
on the
wow.
outside but soft in the middle.
Yeah, I know some.
But it's
That's
not,
like a cookie, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not overly sweet, is
You've
it?
got a thing here with sprinkles, haven't you? What
Yeah.
are you chucking sprinkles and everything for?
Because I like sprinkles. I know you're not a sprinkle fan, Mum, but... Okay, so they all need to go in the fridge. Now, ideally, they all need to be in the fridge for 10 minutes, but I'm speeding this up so that I can show you. So, next, you need to have 3 pieces of parchment paper. Where's that roll of parchment paper?
I have to say, that's delicious, Laura.
Oh, it's isn't it? It's very, very light. Okay, so 3 pieces. I've got 1, 2. Oh, you've got some more parchment paper, Mum.
Well, I like all the ideas, and I have to agree with you, Jenny. I think Grippo pizzas went down well today. Ruby, you know a piece of Grippo, Laura? You know a piece of Grippo that we have here, the round circle Grippo?
Right,
she had one of them, so then she spaced all the chocolates out over it. I said, what are you doing? She's making a pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you give me loads of ideas because I've got to be honest, I was really struggling. So what I'm going to do after this live, I'm going to write down all your ideas and we'll get them on the list.
Okay, so 3 pieces of paper, and the reason why we need 3 is because we're going to roll out each individual colour to try and get a similar shape.
What did you do with the other half of that basket?
I've just left it on the side there.
Oh.
Simon's wondering where his other.
He can't have any.
He hasn't got any to
It's
start with.
the other side of them eggs.
Okay, so I'm going to take out the dough that I put in first.
Well, I think these are delicious, minus the sprinkles.
Minus the sprinkles. I'm still going to put sprinkles on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 10 minutes ideally in the fridge, and then you just want to take it out, flatten it a little bit, and we want to try and get a rectangle shape, which I've not been brilliant at, but I'll give it a go. So place over another piece over the top. And then we're just going to roll out. And I find it easier to put another piece of baking paper over the top. I don't know whether people do this with cookies and stuff, but I just find sometimes you just end up using loads of flour otherwise because it keeps sticking to your rolling pin. This way you're not needing to keep adding flour. So this is good if you're making gingerbread or anything really that you need to cut out.
Ollie will be in on Monday making the Holy Grail. So it'll either be Karen Davies or Ollie on Monday night. And whoever's in on Monday, the other one will be in on Thursday. That's what we're hoping for. But when Ollie's in, he will be making the Holy Grail. He's got to make that, hasn't he? And then he's going to talk to you about his introduction to chocolate class. Of course, Nikki King, I am taste testing, taking 1 for the team. And if you're very good, I might take 2 for the team. They're lovely then, Laura.
Nobody's going to demand that,
I know.
Pardon?
Nobody's demanding that.
I was saying
You never know, somebody might have missed me taking 1 for the team.
Saying to Simon before, my husband, who doesn't like anything, has been eating them since made them. He ate all the first batch, so I've had to make for him and the kids. Yeah.
I say what's wrong with him because he doesn't like anything sweet, does he?
I know, but I think because they're at home now, they see everything that I make. Everything that I make just disappears. I'm like, no, I actually need that. Which one did I put in first? The darker one. Okay, so take out your net dough. And then the third piece of baking paper. And because you've got the other one underneath, you can kind of see where you need to be aiming for.
So I've got lots of you thanking our customer services today. Karen Naylor is actually watching, so she's taken a note of them. Yin never watches our lives. Karen, make note, Karen, that we need to have a chat with Yin and Laura. They don't watch our lives anymore, do they? Laura pops in now and again, but give Karen Naylor a due. She's here every week watching. So, yeah, the customer service team is great, actually, and Karen runs most of it. Yin helps out where she can, and Laura does as well. But now we've got Karen there, we generally leave it all to her to do. And then you might see me helping out on the weekend, which is why some of you got a phone call. So I prefer to phone you.
I do that. I like to speak to people.
Yeah, and I prefer to phone them and sort it out.
Years ago, when I used to be part of the customer service team, I
to
made a few calls.
You did? Yeah.
I was the original Laura in the office.
I had to tell Laura the other day I'd give her email away. She didn't know I'd give it away.
No, I was trying to log in as well. I was like, oh, I'm just going to log in to this. She was like, no, it's gone to the other Laura. I was like, oh, right, great.
I didn't give it away deliberately. I wasn't thinking. I just went, oh, there's Laura Sugar and Crumbs email. Yeah, there you go, Laura.
Have that one, yeah. Okay, so I've rolled them out to a similar size.
Yeah. I think somebody missed why was you rolling out one on top of the other.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to a similar sort of size.
That's what Carolina's just said. She's trying to get them the same size.
It just gives me, and every time I roll the next one on top, it spreads a little bit out, so I'm going to spread them all out together at the end. So the last colour, I like to have the darker one in the middle, just so you can see that swirl.
I've got to say, Jill's very quiet tonight.
Is she?
Not heard from her.
Oh, I think she's on here. Is it? I think she's on here messaging. She's thanking about customer services. Oh no, that's Jill's book, isn't it? Yeah. No.
Okay, so the last dough.
You got no one to talk to, Sam?
Only Nathan has commented.
Right.
How many people are on YouTube?
28.
Oh, well, that's about what's normally on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'll have to share this video that Holly sent me before, Mum.
Hello, Nathan, anyway.
Hello.
It's not our Nathan, is it?
What?
Nathan Minton?
No.
No.
Nathan Leather.
Oh, right.
So I showed Simon a video just before he went live that my daughter sent me saying, Mummy, did you put this on TikTok? And it was a map that says, hide all parcels from my husband.
Yeah.
And then it shows you where all the parcels are and somebody's laughing. And Mum and Holly said, is this you, Mum? So we have non-stop deliveries, according to my husband. So I have asked the delivery, because it's the same people that come all the time, if we can just hide them in certain places around the garden. Just so they don't get spotted as often. Okay. Nearly there. So I'm not really getting much of a rectangle shape as I'd like, but I'm definitely getting a shape. Okay, so once you've done that last one.
Well, Margaret Kirk says, hi Simon, I watch on YouTube but comment on my phone. And a few others are saying the same.
So the last one goes on top.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing on Saturday night. There I was, minding my own business, in my pyjamas, no bra on. Did you see that?
I did.
No
I was
bra
like,
on.
oh, would not
Glasses
like
on.
to be John right now.
Glasses on top of my head, because I can't see with them on and I can't see with them off. And I don't actually know what I was doing. Oh, I was putting classes on the website, that's what I was doing. With my cardigan pulled over, and in comes John talking to me. And he does it all the time. I thought he was coming in with a cup of coffee.
Was it on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming in with a cup of coffee.
Is that, hi Carol.
Anyhow, he's very chuffed. We've got 910 followers on TikTok. So if there's any of you who have not joined TikTok, please go over and join. It's dead easy. Go into your apps on your phone. You can only do it on your apps and on your iPad. Go into your apps, download TikTok, and then join. Again, that's very easy. Then follow Sugar and Crumbs, but you must press the button to follow Sugar and Crumbs. Lots of you have messaged me to say you've joined TikTok, but you didn't follow us. And don't follow me. Some of you are following me. I only joined TikTok to follow Sugar and Crumbs.
I did follow you as well.
Yeah. You won't be getting that off me.
I followed you as well.
Yeah. But he's very happy because when we get to 1,000 followers, it means that we can go live on TikTok. So I don't know what he's got planned for me and Karen, but it looks like we're going to be doing more work in the kitchen.
So the sheets that I've just used there, not getting wasted, they're going to go onto our baking tray. So we are reusing those. So I'm just putting them aside. And when I say rectangle, you just want to try and not have that, round circle shape if you are going to roll it up. So we're just going to start at one side, and you need to be really, really as tight as you possibly can. Now this is going to break a little bit because it's not been in the fridge as long as I wanted it to be. But push it down a little bit and just use the paper to help you roll it across.
I'm just doing this and I'll answer some of your comments.
Okay. So
when I say I'm doing this, I'm letting you watch what Laura's doing instead of interfering like I normally do.
Okay, so just to tidy it up a bit, what I did on my other one, just get the chopping board. So this makes about, I think I got 12 cookies out of it, and then I got some offcuts, which I just let the kids have. So
which will be mine after.
To tidy up the ends, I slice them off, just mix them together so we've got like a marble effect, rolled it out and just let the kids cut some shapes out of them. So we'll cut some little hearts out of that. So this now, you can either rewrap it as it is if you don't want sprinkles, but if you like me and you want some sprinkles.
No, we don't want sprinkles.
Well, my other one's got sprinkles, so we're having some sprinkles. I love a sprinkle.
I can tell. We have sprinkles on everything. So
I found these really cute ones that you've got on the website, haven't you? Yeah. Little hearts.
They are pretty.
Called Posh Pink. Oh, there you go.
John is doing comments on cake flicks. So if any of you have not met John, look at Simon's burst out laughing. What are you laughing for? He's doing his best to get out of it, but he's not. So I wouldn't laugh too much. He'll be telling you, you're coming in. So Terry's on camera on Saturday. John is on comments. And he's also on comments on another one because I have double booked the cupcake bouquet class on the 24th. So I've moved my session to the night time. So because we've got Claire Corbett in doing a class all day. So John's on the 24th session in the cupcake bouquet class. Oh, we'll be dead excited to see that going on, won't we?
So roll it in the sprinkles as much as you can. So this is lovely. It's got the nice little sugar crystals, little hearts, little sweets.
What do you mean, Jackie Adams? You must tune in to watch that. You're meant to be watching me, not listening to watch John on comments.
Okay. And then once you've stuck on enough, you're going to take your paper back, wrap it back up in your paper. And then just put that in the freezer for an hour. Stick that in there, make sure I don't go without it. Come. And then here's one that I made earlier. So I'll just move those sprinkles in there.
Yeah, so I was surprised with what John did. And I, to be fair, I wasn't taking much notice, as you can tell, because I had my glasses on my head. And I did think he was talking to me and coming with a cup of coffee on his hand. When I realised I really didn't want you to see what I could do to John. Thought it was best to stay calm.
So this is one that I made this morning and I've had in the freezer, and then I've brought it. This is why Mum doesn't like sprinkles, because it makes an absolute mess everywhere. And I'll be seeing these in the kitchen for a while, I think.
Yeah.
So I've got some of the little straws and we're going to make them into little lollipops. So the longer that it's been in the freezer, then the less it's going to spread. And I have got the green chopping board underneath to not damage the pink board. God, it's hard.
Hey?
I've had this out of the freezer for over an hour. How many have got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. got a little gap in some of them, but some of them, that's what you want to get. That's like
It looks nice, that curly bit, doesn't it?
Okay.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
Empty cup.
You
Empty
don't
cup. Yeah. Start on the cans of Coke.
Okay, and then to make them into lollipops, just push your straw into one end.
Does it go in easy enough,
It
even
does,
though it's
yeah.
quite firm?
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
So, and you mean you see how hard they were to chop,
Yeah,
but the
I know.
straws, I think the straws just work really well. So I have cut down
Well,
the
that's what I
straws
mean.
a little bit.
I was a bit surprised.
So I'm going to chop these in half.
Well, they're short lollies, aren't they?
I know, but how much do you need to hold them?
Eh?
How much do you need
Yeah,
to
but will
hold them?
that not spread?
It will a little bit. It is going to
I
get
do them a
bigger.
bit longer than that, Laura.
She always has to have a say.
Who shows this?
Yeah. Do you want your lollipop stick a bit longer?
Afterwards, you doing that length, I'll say now
When I'm
afterwards.
at home, I'll make mine short.
Cut them down when you get home.
There you go, slightly longer lollipop.
Good girl, do what Mummy says.
You were just thinking of the cost of the
Just,
straws,
yeah,
weren't you?
I was just thinking that you could double up. make the most out of your straws.
Save 5 straws.
Well, I'm just thinking about when they spread.
They don't tend to spread down that way. They go like.
But they go wide, don't they? Look at them
yeah.
now.
They weren't in the freezer as long as what these ones are going to be. So I'm hoping these ones don't.
How long do these take to make in the oven?
These take 10 minutes.
Yep, these are paper straws, Breeder. We sell a full range of them. They're all pretty, actually.
I've just tried to use colours to match.
Do you want to get them in the oven first?
So yeah. So there's the first 4. There's my short straw, and then it got longer.
Who's getting the short straw?
Obviously,
Laura.
Did you need to ask? I don't mind having the short straw.
Of course she's having the short straw.
I'm not worried. Okay. So I'm going to use my other half and have another short straw one because the kids won't mind when they get home.
Oh, you're using the other straw, yeah?
Yeah. I won't use them. Because we'd struggle. But if I'd chopped them in half,
You can
then
use
we
them
would have
for
been
the-
all right.
The off-cut bits at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
You can put them in one each side and then you can hold them with 2 hands.
I could go on in the car.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, the kid said to me, make sure you bring some home. I thought, do I ever come home empty-handed?
They've got loads of treats. They've got cookies off the girls today.
I know.
A bag of
Well, that's
chocolate
what
if
I
it
said.
makes it home.
Well, I might have a few of that on the way home. That's my treat.
What's the oven temperature, Laura?
So it's on 170.
170.
And it needs about 10 to 11 minutes. So I'll just grab some more straws. I'm just going to do one more tray and then...
So Michelle Shellhorn wants to know what you're making with short straws. She made them, Michelle.
I'm going to take a bit of dough home and Harrison will use them with his tiny little hands. What's that?
What?
Is that the baking tray?
It was me moving this.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
we've got
Second
our
lot.
other 4 in. So they need to be spread out because they do
Spread.
spread a little bit.
But apparently not down the straw.
Not down the straw, only up the straw.
No, the paper straws won't burn. Don't worry about them. I don't know why they don't burn. They don't even go brown
My
either.
kid said that today because when you do like a wooden skewer
Yeah.
in the oven, it always like burns
Yeah,
in mine, but
I
the
know.
straws don't.
Yeah, but I think because when you have a wooden skewer, you've got things that, mind you, it's got fat in there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got butter in it. And
Yeah, it's
things.
got butter in it, yeah. Because normally, yeah, I don't know, but they don't seem to burn. Laura's got some here that she's done before, so what are we making now,
What
Laura?
temperature have you got them on?
170. So just with my little offcuts, what the kids have bet these have gone, long gone. So it's just quite nice that you've got like a little bit extra for the kids to play with. My kids always want a mess with something.
Are you going to put them in the oven as they are, like that? Round?
Yeah, I've filled that oven, so I'm just going to chop out some little heart shapes. And I can put them in as well. Okay, I'll take that home for the kids. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little quick clean.
Have you got a tray these can go on to go in the oven? Do you want me to roll out your other heart?
I've got. There you go.
Because you may as well bake them, ain't you?
Yeah, save me baking them tomorrow. Okay. Oh, it is the tray. I've got a baking, the baking tray I brought from home. Every time I put it in the oven, it like goes and makes a.
Oh, is it? Is that what you heard before?
Yeah.
Oh, she's here now.
Who?
Jill.
Oh, is she here now, Jill? Oh, he was missing you, Simon. Simon was missing you, Jill.
Right. Okay. So next we're going to start with the whoopie pies. So this recipe, as I said, isn't on the website yet, but it will be in the morning when I get a chance. Okay, so whoopie pies, as I said before, these here.
Here you go, Laura.
See? Get Mum to taste test one of these. So whoopie pie is the sort of texture of a Jaffa cake base. So it's like that biscuit cake where you're not sure if it's biscuit or if you're not sure if it's cake. But it's nice and soft. When you bite into it, you just get the soft biscuity cake base with the cream. It's just really nice.
Now, I made something very similar to these a few years ago with flavoured ice cream. Do you remember when we did them? Was you on that live with me, Laura, when we made them with flavoured ice cream? We made red velvet like biscuits,
no,
biscuit.
I've made like round shaped whoopie pies before with melted chocolate.
Yeah.
This is a slightly different recipe.
Well,
I've seen you make.
Yeah. I made them round ones, like a soft biscuit, and then padded them in the tin with some the flavoured ice cream. They were yummy. Right, go on, Laura. Let's take one for the team then. What buttercream have you used in the middle?
So I've made these with the chocolate cherry cocoa powder, and then we've got cherry bakewell in the centre.
And what buttercream's in the middle? Oh, cherry bakewell in the centre.
Yeah. There you go.
Right, I'll take that damaged one then.
Damage one.
Have you got a knife?
I've got a knife.
They're massive these. Do you think
You'll eat it, don't worry. You'll like it. Holly said that today.
I'll just take another one for the team then.
She said to. Do you want to just show them inside it?
Yeah.
How you've chopped it up.
Go.
So, you see that, Simon?
Yeah.
So that's what you get.
It looks quite cakey, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that Jaffa cakey. It's got
It is
a very slight crisp on the outside, and then a soft centre. Okay.
That
so,
pairs really nice well with the cherry bakewell, doesn't it?
yeah, well, I was going to use black. You could use black cherry or the cherry bakewell. I just thought we'd use the cherry bakewell just for the change. So the recipe of these are on the website under Valentines Whoopee pies. And
are you all drooling? They are nice. I said it'd be damaged, and Sue Mellon said, yeah, we will be now. I'll take that damage one. Yeah, we'll be damaged now.
Holly doesn't even like cherry bakewell, and she liked it.
Just it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is put the butter in. So it's 115 grams of butter. Right, I'll just use that small one.
Is this another softened butter, Laura?
Yeah, but this is going to be soft. Oh, the butter was soft.
So Kathy, I'll get Laura to answer that question again. Don't worry, you did miss it actually. So Kathy Eaton says she apologises if you've already answered this question before, Laura. But please can we ask you if you tested how long the whipping it up marshmallows lasted?
Yeah, so I made them 2 weeks ago today, and I've tried one today, and it tasted. I've just had it in a little Tupperware container like this one. The last 2 weeks in the back of the cupboard, I had quite a few tubs because I had 2 portions. So I just kept that one, and I checked it after a week. Tasted exactly the same, and then I tried it again. So I think because it's been in that tub, just in like a nice dry cupboard, it tasted absolutely fine. So I'm going to keep it again for another week.
They were delicious. But I think
And
our
we'll see how long
marshmallows,
they
either
last.
way how you make them, with either the whipping it up or the flavoured icing sugar, they're amazing.
Yeah. The problem is for us is that we've already ate them before we've even had a chance to trial them.
Yeah.
So this is why they're right in the back of the cupboard, so that nobody else gets to have them. Got all my notes about me surfing. Okay, so we've got our 115 grams of butter in there, and then next we're going to get our sugar. So we're using 200 grams of caster sugar, so it is really important on this recipe that is definitely really nice and soft butter that's in there. I just need to keep an eye on these cookies. Yeah, they're holding their shape much better than mine.
Yeah. They're saying they made marshmallows and they didn't last 2 days, so it doesn't really matter.
That's the problem, because you make things and you just want to eat it. But if anybody needed it to last, I am testing it for you.
You're saving them for them.
Yeah. Well, just think, if you like making them on the run up to Christmas and you give them to somebody, because I made a load of fudge for the nursery staff at Christmas, and then they were saying, "Oh, just had my last bit," and I'm like, "What do you mean you just had your last bit? I would have ate that day." But some people keep stuff and to try and save it,
I don't know how
they?
they do it.
I don't, because nothing lasts
No.
that long in my house. Okay, so I've got my sugar there. So our butter's nice and soft. So we're going to add in 200 grams of caster sugar and mix that in.
So some of you, if any of you are new, say hello, let us know that you're new. I've seen a few comments tonight. So when we get Laura in the kitchen, we always make sure that she's doing something with either our flavoured icing sugars, cocoa powders, or the whipping it up, just to give you some ideas and inspiration as well. And we like Karen doing the same thing. That's what Karen does. So some of the flavours are subtle when you're baking, because when you bake, it doesn't matter whether you're using flavoured essence either. You'll always lose 50% during the baking process. So our flavoured icing sugars, if you use them for buttercream, I would suggest that you can dilute them. I never dilute them, if I'm really honest.
I don't either.
And I think that's because I've got used to the taste. But I know some of you say it's too strong, but you can dilute them. So you can use half a bag of flavoured icing sugar and half a bag of plain. But I certainly wouldn't dilute for baking.
No, when it's going into something, yeah.
And we try and make the flavours as strong as we can, but some flavours you just can't make strong. That's the strength of it. That's as far as it's going. Did you pre-weigh that one out, Laura?
No, have you got any more of this?
I've got any more of it? Cocoa powder. How much cocoa powder do you need?
That would be about another 10 grams.
Oh, what is that? It's not matter for 10 grams to get it.
Right, well in the recipe I've used 50 grams, but I've
Yeah.
got 40.
Yeah. I won't worry about 10 grams.
Okay, so into there we're going to add in, where's that teaspoon that I had before?
It's in that milk, is it?
I had 2, I had another one. I'll grab another. Oh, it's in the egg.
It's in the egg. Checking them. Are they looking okay?
Looking much better than the ones that I did. I think they've been in for 9 minutes.
Oh, you're just like your mum. You didn't put the timer on.
I don't do timers.
There you go. Just like a mum.
I'm a
Don't
wing.
use it.
I am. It's the way
Yeah.
I've been brought up. We weren't brought up to do things by the book. We were brought up to do it how we do it. Did I go and get a teaspoon? I didn't. I got.
No, you never got one. Oh, you're just like your mum. You forgot what you were doing. It started already, Laura.
Okay, so we've got our flour in there. 200 grams of flour. We should have 50 grams of cocoa powder, but we haven't. But they should be. We've got 40. Quarter of a teaspoon of salt. This is my salt lick pot from home, making an appearance. And then half a teaspoon of baking powder, because we want a little bit of a rise, but not too much. So half a teaspoon of that. Just give that a little mix together, and then put that aside. And then we need another egg. So we're going to add in the egg and beat that in. And I'm just going to take those cookies out of the oven.
Yeah, they've suddenly started smelling cooked, haven't they?
Let's make a bit of space here.
Have you got something to set them on? Under the cupboard. Got the right cupboard. I found the sieve for you after you left. Oh, we found it together, didn't we, after?
Yeah, but I didn't. I tried to buy myself a new sieve and no one's got any. So this is what we're aiming for. So these ones have come out a lot better. I've had these ones in the freezer, whereas my other ones I just put them in the fridge. So definitely put them in the freezer the longer you can, and then you're going to not get that spread that I got earlier. So look a lot nicer, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So when they come out, they are soft to touch, but they will harden up slightly. So you need them to be golden in colour, but still soft. So we'll just pop that one there. I don't think sprinkles are a nice touch.
I think they do look a nice touch on the edge there. Yeah, I do agree. I just don't like crunching them. Your short stick one came out alright. Hey?
Right, we'll put these ones down here.
Do you want to show them as well? Yep.
There's our on the back. So even the ones that did have a little bit of a gap, it has started to fill it a little bit, so that's fine. So I'll put those other ones in. That's what over here. Right, that went in at 6:30, it says on there.
I've been able to push your straws in a bit more.
Yeah, you can't pick them up just yet.
No.
So don't try and pick them up, you just need to
Because
leave
your
them
straw
to
will
cool.
fall out. They need to firm up again. But while they're soft, I've just pushed them in a bit more.
Just to make my straw look even smaller. So it's going to look like that. It looks worse. Right, so I'm just going to scrape down the sides. So you can beat the butter, egg and sugar mixture as much as you want. But once we've got the flour in, we don't want to overbeat it. We need it to stay. To not come back, I don't know what the word is. To not have any air bubbles in it.
No, but you need to bake the living daylights out of that though, don't you?
Yeah.
You're taking it off now?
Yeah, I just need to wipe it.
Right. I was going to say, because you got butter at the end of your paddle there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll scrape all that down. Okay, so the next ingredient that you put in is buttermilk. Now, every time I go to the supermarket and look for buttermilk, I can never find it.
No, but you can make it.
And well, that's what I've done. That's what
Yeah,
I'm about to say.
that's what Karen and I learnt last year. We saw a recipe and it said buttermilk and we couldn't buy any
And you
anywhere.
were like, where did they even keep it? Did they keep it with the cream? Did they keep it with the milk? You
So
ask
we Googled
somebody
it.
and nobody knows.
Yeah.
So I've made my own. So I've got here 120 ml of milk, and then I've just added in 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon juice, but I just always have this in the house, and I obviously always have milk. So all you want to do is just mix the two together, and it just starts to curdle just slightly. It takes 10 minutes, but you don't need to worry about it. You will see, like when you pull your spoon out, you'll see that it's got a little bit of curdle on it, but that's absolutely fine. That's what you want.
I tell
So
you,
I've
they
made
don't
it
have
myself
Dobby in
there.
here. They don't have, it's a good job I told you, isn't it? Laura, your mum's interfering. Just seen her on the camera. They've seen me pushing the straws in. No, you don't get away with now.
She's making my straw even smaller.
Jackie Adams says it's beside the cream on the Tesco's on the top shelf. But we've made our own.
We've made our own. It's cheaper and it works exactly the same. So,
And you can
and you've always
just
got
make
it
as
in.
much as you like.
Make as
You don't
much
have
as
to
you
make-
like. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, we had to learn that trick last year. Forget what me and Karen were making last year.
Okay, so I'm going to chop this in.
In fact, I didn't even find it. Karen found it, to be fair. It's with the posh milk, apparently.
Posh milk.
Well, it's not that posh because we can make it ourselves.
Posh milk.
Eh?
What is posh milk?
I don't know.
Like
What's
the
the
almond
posh milk?
Like almond milk and all that
I don't
sort of
know.
thing.
I didn't think of that actually. Yeah, what is posh milk?
I don't know. I just buy it semi-skimmed.
Pardon?
Something I've not been told about.
No, I only buy semi-skimmed.
Okay. And then we're going to pour in our homemade buttermilk.
Oh, you're not doing it again, are you? She's not looking.
He never does this at home, Simon.
You got away with that.
What's
No,
that?
she didn't say don't mention
What did you
it,
do?
Simon. Don't
Sorry, I was
mention
looking
it.
at, I was reading comments. What
Yeah,
did you
that's
do?
fine. You'll see it in 30 seconds.
Oh, actually, yeah. It's all come out, Laura, has it?
This is just the way I bake. Okay, so I've made these with have a little slight red tinge to it, and I use the vivid red.
Yeah, so Fractal's back in stock, everybody. So if you want Fractal, that's back in stock. Purple cupcakes will be back in stock tomorrow.
So you do need a good squeeze
Sugar Paste Direct is in stock.
of that.
Apparently, the posh milk is the gold top.
Oh.
Gold top.
Yeah, so gold top like Jersey or Guernsey milk.
Oh right, okay. Well, I've never seen that in the supermarket either, which is why I probably can't find the buttermilk. Okay, so trying to reuse all my bits of baking paper.
Oh, do you want to use this? Have you put fucking Sadie sprinkles, Laura? What have you got in that bowl there? Have you got an empty bowl?
I just don't like wasting. Don't know if anybody else does this, but I just use my baking paper over and over again until it's worn out, yeah. So now that they've dried, cooled a little bit, you can pick them up. So, I'm going to put them right into space.
How are you coping, Simon, having two of us in the
I don't know
kitchen?
what's going on here.
Simon's lost, that's why it's been so quiet.
I'll just look at what's going on in the mixer for a minute.
Okay, so we'll just have another quick squeak down. Got 4 more minutes to check my cookies.
Oh, so you have kept an eye on the time then?
Well, I did this time, yeah. Surely everybody sits at home and just stares at the oven, waits for them to be done, or walks off and let they burn. It's either or, isn't it?
I've got to be honest, I've never used a timer in my life.
I've got a timer.
I have. Well, I bought a timer, put it somewhere, I couldn't remember where it was, found it last year on the extractor fan. In a really good place that I thought I would see often.
So you just want a this mixture in until it's creamy, but you don't want to keep mixing it because you don't want it to get all airy. So I'm just going to give that a good stir.
Oh, just why I'm thinking, I don't know whether she's watching tonight, but a lady called Sarah sent me some flowers. They're in the back, but I don't know which Sarah it is. So they just said from Sarah. So thank you very much. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they lovely, pretty and pink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see them before actually. I love these ones.
I love them. They're my favourite.
Okay, so on your baking, this is just to give us a guideline to try and get the right shape. It would help if I had a pen that worked. I'll bring a couple.
Will it go on? Will it draw on
Can't you
grease?
use like a Sharpie or something or a pencil?
I did use a pencil today.
Yeah, using a pen on greaseproof paper.
Yeah,
Then.
it never worked that. Did it?
No. You got a pencil?
No.
Right. Well, what I did
Gonna have
today.
to guess.
Did I bring my? Did I not bring that sheet? Did I put it in the bin?
What's that?
Okay. Have you got a pencil, Simon?
No.
No, I haven't got a pencil.
Okay, so I would do this at home just to give you a better template. I'm just going to try and.
Have you got any plain white paper?
I've got plain white paper. Put that underneath, Laura. Yeah.
No, but I'm going to put.
No, dry your hearts on it.
Oh right.
So put that underneath.
Simon,
So draw your hearts on there. You can stick it underneath the greaseproof, like a template.
Right, okay. A template of
That's a
my
good
template.
idea. Alexa is my timer. I never thought about using the Alexa.
Holly got an Alexa the other
Yeah,
day.
I've got an Alexa. Well, I don't have an Alexa. John has one.
Holly got one, and then Josh seen it, and then he went and got. Well, he didn't get one. He sent me to get one.
Right. No, but
And then they said, the kids, they said, why don't you get an Alexa, and then you can say to Holly's Alexa to come down to have a tea.
Is that what happens?
Well,
Can you do that?
apparently they can talk to each other's Alexa. They can say, send Holly's Alexa a message,
Oh,
from
can they?
Josh.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so they want me to have one in the kitchen. So instead of going shouting up to them, they
I'm
can
going to
just
find
say,
myself an Alexa because John ignores me all night.
they can say, they can just send it to the Alexa.
Well, there's quite a few people who use their Alexa. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get myself one. So when I'm in the office working, I can just shout, speak to John's Alexa and tell him I want a coffee.
Yeah,
That'll be
and then it'll
arriving
go.
tomorrow, won't it?
Hey,
That'll
it'll be
be
arriving
arriving
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Well, that's where I got mine off Amazon. No, not mine, the kids. Okay, so put some of your mixture in a piping bag with no nozzle.
Oh, Lynn's got one that turns the lights on for her.
I know the kids are asking me about that, but
You
I
have
don't
to get those
understand
special
it.
lights,
You have
though.
to get a.
You get those lights
I
that
thought you
connect
just have
to
to
the...
get a plug or something.
I don't think you get a plug. I think it's just the light bulbs, isn't it? They're connected. The Alexa.
I imagine you could have a special light bulb.
And then
Yeah.
you want to snip off the end. What was that, like an inch or something?
Yeah.
I can't see it, you're not on the...
Simon, inch.
Oh, that's a bit more than an inch.
Yeah.
Oh, an inch wide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're just going to use the template as a guide. So you're just going to push down from there. You don't need to fill the centre because it'll just fill it on its own. And then go up that way.
How do you get that into an art?
Well, it just does it on its own.
Does it? You don't have to do both shapes the same way.
Well, I'm not very
It's
good.
difficult, isn't it?
It's just difficult to do to not get like a big blob on that side.
Oh, right.
If you see what I mean. So
Yeah.
I just find it's better to do it like that. You see, you're trying to like do a V sort of
Alright.
shape, which is what I put on.
Let me know how you get on, Carol. If it works, I'm definitely getting myself Alexa. Can you imagine John? I won't tell him. He'll be there in the kitchen because what he does every night, John, he comes home from work, gets his PJs on, sits in front of the computer. Well, he cooks tea first. Then he sits in front of his computer in the kitchen,
We'll just bring
drinking a bottle of wine.
These are our odds and ends.
Our odds and ends, yeah. Are they done then?
Yeah,
How do you know they're done? They're quite pale.
because they're golden and it's just that one that looks a little bit, but I think I can't really put, because we've got all different sizes.
Yeah.
Just leave them there to cool down.
Can warm off them.
And I will forget.
Yeah, so
I can see your hands, you know.
I'll get myself an
We'll
Alexa.
know when them biscuits are disappearing.
Yeah. So when John's in the kitchen, yeah, so he sits in there with a bottle of wine. I sit in my office with a cup of coffee. You'll frigging die. Alexa goes, John, make Carol a coffee.
Like, she's here. How does she know I'm in the kitchen?
You'll frigging die, you will.
Because Alexa told her.
Oh dear, it's funny.
Okay, so then I'm just going to whip that off there, my template. Like that. And then they're going to go in the oven for roughly 10 minutes as well at 170. Put them in.
Oh, that's good. Alexa tells jokes, so I know she does that. She sings, I know she does that. And she'll also send a hug to anyone who can ask for one.
And if you tell her that you
To
love
anyone
her,
you can drop into.
yeah, if you tell her that you love her,
Yeah.
she also does something for that as well.
What does she do?
I don't know what she did. I thought she. There's something that there's something that you do, and she raps back to you
What's she do?
by like I think.
So you say, I love you. So do you go, Alexa,
I love you. Yeah, and then she does something different.
I'm going to get one in the kitchen here. Better frighten the guests out, won't it, when they're talking?
Okay, so we're just going to make our filling while we're waiting for them to bake. So I'll just get it started and then I'll just finish the rest of them off. So 115 grams, 125 grams of butter should be enough for...
Oh, that's good. Alexa will ring
others.
Father Christmas to send the kids a message.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This is getting really soft now, this butter. Okay, so 125 grams of butter, and then I don't want that one, do I want the cherry bake one?
Carol Gassenby has just spoke to her Alexa, and her husband said, who's just told you that? Because she's tested out her Alexa. She said, who's just told you that? So she's blamed us. So he's now making her a coffee.
That's Alexa asked it.
Oh, it's getting funny in here. Ask Alexa to sing the mince pie song. Goodness me.
God, this is like me filling up petrol in the car when I'm trying to get the exact amount in.
Why did you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like a thing. I don't know, maybe it's my OCD. I like it to be exact.
Exact what?
Like I don't like being like a gram over or a gram under. It's like it.
What, so you put in exact litres or exact gallons or exact
well,
pounds or what?
You know that there's that programme on the TV where you win a prize if you get it exactly on the
without looking?
on the pound. No, you can look, but it's just I don't know, it's just something that I like doing. Don't question me, Simon.
I just stop at random amounts.
I always think that they'll look at me funny if I don't try and get it to an exact amount.
But you pay like with a card.
Yeah, when you go in and you go and they go, oh, is that you?
Pay
In
£40 cash.
Okay, so while we're just waiting for that to, I didn't look at the time for when I put them in.
Well, I'm just looking at Karen Naylor here. Karen Naylor, our customer service lady. So Karen, got a new job tomorrow, love, haven't you? So Karen Naylor, for one of our customers, has ordered 16,000, wait a minute, I'll work it out for you. 480 times 16. So 480 times 16. That can't be right, it must be more. But
What's it say?
7,680, yeah.
That's right.
So a customer wants us to order some eyes for him. So Karen's had this job before Christmas, and then he didn't confirm the order. And I said to Karen, you best get on freaking Facebook Live and do as many lives as you can selling eyes.
Eyes?
Yeah.
Like just like little sugar eyes?
Little sugar eyes. Anyhow, he's ordered and he went through. So today he's rang back and he wants 16 boxes of 480 eyes. So we've sorted that out. Then he wants some love hearts for noses. So we've sorted that out. But he needs 1 centimetre hearts for the ears. Well, we can't sort them out. So he's not confirmed his order. So Karen's messaged me and I've only just seen it. Because I said, listen, we've got 7,600 odd eyes to get rid of.
Oh dear.
So she said, I guess I best start cutting out 1 centimetre hearts then.
Yeah. So if I'm making something with eyes in 2 weeks, you know why.
We've got 7,600 odd to get rid of. So Karen Naylor's well in it. Yeah. Yeah, so if we all get busy, we can help Karen out, help her out. How many love hearts have we got to make? So how many eyes was it? 7,680. But we need 7,680 hearts. You knock them out in a day, Karen.
Right, I'll chop it in.
What are you doing to me, Bull, you?
I don't know, I just found it really like heavy. Okay, so I've just pulled what I need to pull them out of the oven in a second.
So if you're going to come and watch, me on Saturday, you'll have another laugh because one, John's on comments, which is going to be entertaining, and two, I have to do the dem in 45 minutes, which will be amazing.
Don't do an intro then, just do it. You don't even know what you're making yet, do you?
No, do we yet? So Laura, how much icing sugar in the butter? Oh, and apparently you can ask Alexa to do a bottom burp. What?
I won't tell the kids that.
I'm going to buy myself an Alexa after. I'm going to try all these things out. Laura, the question was genuinely serious. How much icing sugar in the butter?
Sorry. Is it 100 and 125 grams butter, 250 grams icing sugar.
Yeah. Now this recipe's not on the website. She's going to put it on tomorrow.
This recipe's on the website. The Pinwheel cookies.
Oh, so this one's on the website. The Pinwheel one's not.
I just didn't have time. I was trying to. You know, anybody that's got kids at home at the moment will know that you just don't get them in it.
What are you doing to me, machine?
Cooking it.
Keeping it warm.
I don't know. Remember that time when I got whisked, do you? That was a hugging moment as well. Got a good bruise here because I had it lifted up, plugged it in, not realising that it had already turned itself on, so I got a good beat in here, which was a bit hard to explain when you're walking around with a massive bruise. There you go. Yeah, I had an incident with my mixer, so now I just hug it so it likes me. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of water to this.
Less than all, make sure your mixer's turned off.
Yeah. Took about 6 weeks to get rid of that bruise.
No stripy cake. I've got 2 new ideas, 2 things that I've never done before, and I'm going with one of them. So, I was telling Karen my 2 ideas. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So no stripy cakes, can't be doing them anymore. I like doing the striped cakes, but I'm doing them on my own in future. I've done 3 goes of them live. But it's nice to see all you lot make the stripe cake. And it's like with Laura tonight, you know, and with Karen, it's lovely when you've been baking and you go and make the same stuff. Isn't it, Laura? Because you like seeing it when they've made stuff as well, don't you?
Well, I just...
Makes you think it's all worthwhile.
I was saying to Simon before, I do overthink it sometimes because my job is just to try and do different things with the icing sugar and the whipping it up and the cocoa powder so that you've got ideas. But I sit at home thinking, what do they want to see? What would they like to do? And I start panicking a little bit. So it's nice that when I have done it, that I see that you've done it and you've, you know.
I think they want you to make, are they called s'mores?
S'mores?
S'mores. S'mores.
With like cookie s'mores or...
Yeah, with the marshmallow between biscuits. Is that
Oh,
what
with
they are?
Yeah, right, with the fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want you to make them.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
you've used icing sugar there, haven't you?
Yes, icing sugar.
So you could use whipping it up, couldn't you,
Yeah.
if you wanted to?
Yeah, if you wanted to do this Swiss meringue.
Yeah, well that'd be a slightly different, well it'd be a completely different mix.
Yeah. So I've just put a 2D nozzle in this piping bag. So these are ones that I made earlier today, and as you can see they're a bit darker because I did overcook them slightly, but they are still soft. Just got a bit more colour. So when they come out and they need to be cooled completely, you just need to try and match up ones that give you a similar pair.
Yeah, so Karen Breen says she's made your blueberry tart twice and it's tasted amazing.
Oh right, good.
That blueberry tart was gorgeous. In fact, everything you make was nice.
Well, you give me that one of the blueberry tarts to take home because I don't see anybody. I'm like, who's going to eat all this? What am I doing?
What do you
Got
do
a bag
with
of chocolate, a massive tart.
What do you do with it?
I just went and like, well, I rang the neighbours and said, if you want some tart,
Do you want a tart?
do you want some tart? I'll wrap you some up and leave it on your doorstep. And they were like, oh, okay. So I have made stuff for them before, but not so much in, you know, like the full lockdown. So I think they weren't expecting anything.
They're saying they like the ideas that you do come on and make some things for them, so they appreciate that.
Okay, good. Makes me feel a bit better then. And if there is anything that anybody wants me to, you know, give a go, then do message us.
Make a
and
little
say,
meringue pie.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at some of the things that I've done because I've done quite a lot. How many years have I been doing
And they're saying
Facebook
if you check
Lives
the oven,
now?
it's been over 10 minutes.
Oh, I've took one out.
I'll just took them out. There you go. Good girl, you remembered.
I did. I've took one out so far. The other one wasn't done yet. So I just like this 2D nozzle because it gives you that nice little like frilly effect.
But you can do that with the 1M nozzle as well.
Yeah, but I just like this one. So just sandwiching it together. You see that, Simon?
Yeah.
Little frills. There we go. So this recipe...
Peach yoghurt pie. Tracy, peach yoghurt pie.
Peach. I've not heard of that one.
Never heard of
I
that
did
one.
make a key lime.
Oh, there, key lime pie.
A few years ago, which was really nice. I made it for a barbecue because my brother asked me to make something American. He was having an American themed barbecue, and he said make something American themed. So I was like, oh, I'll do a key.
Do you remember that key lime pie? And then you didn't bring one ready made, and you had to try and put all the stuff on it when it was still red hot.
Yeah. I was just getting a chopping board. So these keep well in or out. You can keep in an airtight container outside of the fridge, or you can just put them in the fridge as this. These ones that Mum tried, I made on Monday, and then these ones were made as
they
part
still
of batch.
tasted nice, haven't they?
Yeah,
Since
well, I
Monday.
wanted to see how long
Try
they
that on
lasted
me
as
then.
well. Tried it out on Mum and she didn't notice, so it's all good. And then you can add a bit of ice and sugar if you
Millionaire
wanted to.
shortbread, Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they like key lime pie, millionaire shortbread. Let's see what we've got to take. Chocolate tart, gypsy tart. Never heard of gypsy tart. Chocolate tart, gypsy tart. Yeah, key lime pie is definitely a winner at the moment. So there, Laura.
Okay.
I don't think the peach yogurt pie is going to do well. Right, it's okay. Right.
So we've got our lollies. We've got my short straw lolly here, which is going to be for me because I don't mind it being all little, and it didn't go down the straw; it went up.
Yeah, and it's good to show them like the straws don't burn, do they?
Yeah, I'll just bring them over.
Have you got them there, haven't you?
But I've put some on this board here.
Yeah.
And then we've got our little heart-shaped cookies there, and then our little mum made these.
I rolled them out especially.
There.
I forgot to say, everybody, like and share, like and share.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and share. So we're going to be finishing up now. So don't forget, if you're with Doe Griffin in the morning, 10 a.m. start. Doe is fabulous. You can still sign up for that class. So she'll be in the morning. And there's lots of other new classes on the website. Claire Corbett, 2 new classes, beginners, royal icing. She's going to do cookie biscuits, so they're really very pretty. She's got a couture cupcakes, which a lot of you requested when she asked you to. You've all got the gravity defying cake here with Julie Rogerson. The people who are on Julie Rogerson's class will tell you what an amazing tutor she was as well. Really excellent. Don't forget your baby bag. And well, there's lots of things going on.
Come to the front?
Oh no, I'll leave you there now then. So, oh well, I'll say goodbye. So are we done then, Laura? Yeah? Right, okay, 1 second.
So yeah, so thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I hope that some of you make these things. The kids especially absolutely love these.
Yeah.
And I think you know you can do it different flavours, different colours. So and
There you
obviously
go.
they get a little bit extra to play with as well.
Yeah,
So
super.
share on the page and show me what you've made.
Yeah, so like and share everybody. So we're going to go, it's 10 o'clock. Thanks very much, Laura.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you for joining
Simon.
us.
Thank you.
And we will see you, well, you won't, as I say, if you're not in the class tomorrow, I will see you on Saturday on Cake Flicks. Some of you asked, can you watch later? Yes, it's on the Cake Flicks page. It stays there all the time, okay? But after the live, I will share it to the Sugar and Crumbs page. I won't stream it to the Sugar and Crumbs page because I've got to do it with Cake Flicks first. But I will share it over to the Sugar and Crumbs page afterwards. All right then. And if you want to go and have a giggle, go and watch me and Simon arguing earlier. So
This just seems funny that you're talking, I'm just stood there and people are probably thinking, I'm like, how's she doing
Did you
that?
move your mouth?
Yeah.
You've got to do it. It's out of sync.
30 seconds delay.
Yeah. And then don't forget, Karen Davies' new mould is on the website. Jacking in. Karen Davies' new mould is on the website. That's the Nordic gnome, and she'll be in next week sometime to show you how to use it. So get it used. Right, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.